Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with just Mark today. They leave me alone on Fridays for some reason. We are covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com. Today's show is brought to you by United Piping, serving residential and commercial customers with new installations and repairs. Call today and schedule your oil and gas boiler cleanings at 754-4556. UPI, the best plumbers around. And by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 5 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's. I have the pleasure of being joined in studio today by the president of the Maine Legends FC, Manuel Vemba. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us today.
Pleasure.
And also by Vice President Kyle Bowman. How you doing, Kyle?
Doing great, thank you.
Excellent. We're going to be talking to Manuel and Kyle all about the Maine Legends FC and the fundraiser. But before we get there, we're going to take a look at some headlines for Friday, June 20th. 62-year-old Norman Lizotte of Mechanic Falls suffered life-threatening injuries when his motorcycle collided with an SUV driven by 74-year-old Sandra Wallingford of Auburn. The accident occurred last night on Minot Ave in Auburn. Lizotte was taken to the hospital. Wallingford was treated at the scene for minor injuries. Maine Public reports that the Maine legislature passed a bill that would limit how much local and state police can collaborate with federal law enforcement on immigration. Supporters say the measure is needed to protect the due process rights of anyone in the United States, regardless of their immigration status. Opponents say it will hinder local police. The bill now heads to the governor's desk. The future of a 24-hour shelter in Lewiston is now in doubt. To secure grant funding, the city and its partner, Cadence Kitchen, have until August 1st to show how 2 years of shelter operations would be fully funded. Maine Housing said it wants assurance before providing $2.5 million for a building and construction costs. Norway Savings Bank donated $1,000 to the Center for Wisdom's Women. The center supports and empowers women survivors of addiction, trafficking, and incarceration. The facility offers holistic healing in a shared community that tends to the material and spiritual needs of women. NSB's recent donation brings their total to nearly $30,000 in recent years. In today's weather, it's going to be sunny today with a high of 71 and a low of 60. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow with some evening clouds. We'll have a high of 80 and a low of 56. And morning showers give way to partly sunny skies on Sunday with highs in the mid-80s. In sports, the Red Sox visit the San Francisco Giants tonight at 10. When asked to share his thoughts on facing the recently traded Rafael Devers, Sox manager Alex Cora said, quote, "He's going to do everything possible to kick our ass, and we're going to do everything possible to do the same." Are either of you guys keeping tabs on this? It's high drama on the West Coast tonight. I'm going to have to stay up and watch it. And in the high school playoffs, in softball, the Class A state final, our Edward Little Red Eddies taking on Wyndham. That's tomorrow at 4 p.m. at St. Joseph's College in Standish. And in baseball, Class D state final, St. Dom's taking on Bangor Christian. That's tomorrow at 4:30 at the University of Maine in Orono.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the LA area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Next year marks 30 years of Uncle Andy's Digest. What started as a beloved print publication has grown into Lydia Media, a full-service marketing partner helping local businesses thrive. From LA Metro Magazine and the Lydia's Lunch Bunch podcast to social media management, website design, and advertising across all platforms, we've got your marketing needs covered. If you're a business making a difference in our community, let's connect. Lydia Media is here to tell your story and help you grow. Lydia Media, in business, for business. Learn more at lydiamediallc.com.
Now we shift focus fully to our guests in studio from Maine Legends FC, Manuel Vemba and Kyle Bowman. Manuel, we'll start with you because you got this entire program off the ground, what was it, 7 years ago?
7 years ago.
2018?
Yeah.
How did it all happen?
Well, it all started with a bunch of friends when we passionate about soccer. I personally tried to play professional back home. I'm originally from Africa, Angola, and back home I didn't have opportunity to either play professional or I go to school. So I decided to go to school because professional level there wasn't so appealing. And when I got here, there was opportunity for me to go to school and play soccer. And I also found a lot of people here that was passionate about soccer, but there was not a lot of soccer environment in the area. So we used to go to Massachusetts, to New York, just to play, to have like a real games. And with all of that traveling and stuff, we start, okay, maybe if we come as a group and actually, create something, we might bring the soccer in Maine. And, so that's how it started, just a group of pickup friends. And we used to play with what we call now Heart of Pine.
Yes.
The president of the club, we used to play with him. We used to play with a lot of people in Portland. And actually, when we saw that, they now, a team that we used to play, now they're professional. I said myself, it's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible if they, we were back then. We used to play a pickup game. Now they're a professional soccer player. Mm-hmm. It means that we can also become a professional soccer club. And since then, I've been pushing the strings and working and bringing people to the group, so that we, make Maine Legend a real professional soccer club in Maine.
When did your love of soccer begin?
Oh, since very young.
Yeah.
My old sisters play soccer. My dad plays soccer. So literally my whole family is, the bloodline of soccer players. Yeah. So it's something that I'm passionate about, and, it's in the heart. It's in the heart.
Right. What is it about the game that you love so much?
Well, I think first is the fact that everybody comes together whenever they play soccer. There is, especially me when I'm playing, I don't think anything else. I don't think any problems. I just enjoy the game, and I'm so passionate about it.
Yeah. Kyle, tell us about your involvement with Maine Legends FC and how you became vice president.
That's a great question. It's a very interesting story for me. I've always loved soccer. I grew up playing soccer, and my son is 14. There's not a lot of soccer opportunities unless you're going full on travel, which is very expensive. So I thought to myself, okay, Lewiston is turning into a place where there's energy around soccer. Mm-hmm. So I decided to reach out on Facebook about playing in some sort of rec leagues for opportunity from him and myself to play. And I got connected to Manuel on Facebook, and we started showing up and playing. It's a fantastic group of guys, and I had no vision of any of this, and I just saw okay, this is a guy that's got a lot of energy. He's making things happen through WhatsApp. He's got all these people coming together playing, and I liked him a lot. And he asked me, "Hey, would you be interested in helping me with this?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." I'm looking to get involved in community. Soccer is a fantastic way to meet people, to build community, to stay healthy.
Sure.
I found what he's doing inspiring. Truthfully, he's come here and going for it. And I was like, yeah, I'll help you out.
Yeah.
I'll do what I can. I have a financial background. I currently work in carpentry, but I used to be in accounting. So I was like, that's an important part of this. So, yeah, I said, sure.
Do you remember when you were first exposed to the sport and how you fell in love with it?
Well, I first got it. I was exposed to the sport because my dad didn't want to pay the equipment fees for football and hockey. He said, "Well, you can get shin guards and some used cleats and go kick a ball." And I was not happy, but I'm happy now. I love trying to get my touch better, work just kicking, watching other players, just playing for fun, playing with friends. It's just a beautiful. And to me, there's unlimited creativity I'm sure there is in other sports too, but soccer was just a beautiful way to like learn new things, and there's so many different types of game. Like the Germans play their style, and the Brazilians play their style. There's so much to watch and learn. I love it.
I'm curious about that too, because I've never played the game, but I've watched it on television. And if you're new to the sport, you don't really pick up on those nuances. When you say, different countries or different teams have a different style, what does that mean exactly?
If you watch like Germany play, they're much more like clinical and like efficient. Their passing game is much more on point. They dribble less. Like the Brazilians will have much because of their culture. They're playing on the beach. They're cultural differences in general. They're much more. They dribble a lot more. They have a lot more footwork creativity. And the Germans are like, no, pass, score. Let's just get it over with.
That's true.
It's really fun. Yeah, if you haven't played soccer, you don't realize, like, you say, okay, the professionals, like, they're playing slow. Like, how come they're not attacking? Well, they're not attacking because their opponent is so good. If you come at them, they're going to go around you.
Right.
So if you watch like a junior high game or high school game, it's kamikaze soccer. They're just they're just going at it. But like, as you get better, the players become so much more effective at doing different things and so much more skilled. So, you do learn all the nuances, and it's really fun.
Manuel, what style did you grow up with?
I grew up more in Brazilian style because we more connected to the Brazilian culture. We speak Portuguese.
Yep.
We tend to watch more Brazilian style.
Are you guys playing games right now? Do you have a schedule?
We are doing preseason. We have scrim scrimmages and some pickup games. There is the community league. Not league, is a tournament that we've been playing since 2019 with Massachusetts team to celebrate the Angola Independence Day. We usually have 3-4 games between Maine and Massachusetts. And this year, we starting the first game in Lewiston. It's going to be July 20th. So that will be like the biggest game. And before of course, the UPSL, if we able to register.
And where are you playing your home games?
It's going to be Lewiston High School.
Gotcha. Yeah. Wonderful facility.
Yes,
beautiful.
definitely.
So let's talk about the fundraiser. You're asking for help for the Maine Legends FC to join the United Premier Soccer League. How can folks help, and what are you looking to accomplish with this fundraiser?
Yes, first we want to join the UPSL, which is the United Premier Soccer League, and there is some costs to be able to register and participate in the league for the whole season. And according to our numbers, we are looking at $25,000 to be able to, compete in the league without any problem. That's if we register only the males team. If we go with the males, the women's, the male and the female and the youth team, then we might looking at $50,000 to $60,000 for the whole year. And we create a GoFundMe page. Also, people can donate through our website, which is MaineLegendFC.org. And you can reach out to us. Any way people can donate, we very welcome.
Yeah, we're interested in people who want to support soccer, support the community. Soccer brings people together, a diverse group of people together.
Sure.
And so, like, anybody who might want to do a sponsorship, or anybody out there who understands how, like, grants work or things like that, we're looking to... soccer has kind of what's called a pay-to-play thing in America. So, like, we're looking for people to not, our players to not have to, like, fund their own play and make this accessible for people, and so we can focus on soccer and not have to be down to our last penny.
Sure.
And then wondering if we're going to make the next game or something.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
I have your poster in front of me, and for folks who want to donate, in case they're wondering what their money is going to be used for, it's a variety of things. You have league registration, game fees, facility rentals, uniforms, training gears, and transportation, which is insanely expensive.
Yes.
I know the goal is at least $25,000. Is there a date where you want to set this goal?
Yes, so we have to register before August 1st.
Gotcha.
That's when we have to register to the league.
Okay.
And we are looking to do it. If we can raise at least $10,000, it will give us the heads to go and register the league. So we're looking at it before August 1st.
I'm not familiar with the United Premier Soccer League. How many teams are in there, and what's the travel look like for your team?
Nationally, they have 300 teams.
Wow.
And we will join the Northeast Conference. We might go to New York maximum.
Yep.
And if we win the regional conference, then we'll play the national league.
When you're raising money for transportation, are you raising money for a vehicle, or are you raising money to cover costs for individuals to transport themselves to the venues?
Well, we are looking more into the vehicle because we had a situation, for example, 2019. We went to play in New York, and on our way back, because everyone went to his own car, on our way back, two of our players got into an accident. So this is the thing we don't want to do. We want to make sure whenever we're going out of state, everybody's going on just one car. Yeah. Either we rent it, or if somebody decides to donate a truck or something like that, or a van.
How many players and staff will you be transporting?
We're usually the game out of state. The maximum is 25 players and either 5 or 8 staff.
You mentioned a women's team and a youth team as well. Soccer seems to be growing exponentially in this area. That's got to be encouraging to the both of you.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent in this area that needs a place to play.
Yeah.
Part of our vision is creating access for younger players, giving them opportunity. Mm-hmm. And as far as going back to the transportation, I think we're going to try to get there however we are able to get there.
Sure.
It's do what you can and make it happen type of deal.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to talk a little bit about community involvement? I know that the games are going to be great. People are going to be going to see you at Lewiston High School, but being a team and an organization within this community comes with some responsibility as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, we are a very open club, and we believe that the only way we can go and grow is with everybody involvement. So we are open for volunteers. We are open for people with experience or without experience. As long as there is some value that people want to share with us, we are pretty much open and welcoming everybody. So we're not a club of immigrants or a club of Americans. We are Maine Legends. We are a Maine club. So everybody that has something to add, value to add, will always be welcome in our club.
I would say that's totally true because there are a lot of new Mainers playing soccer, and obviously I'm not. So I showed up and with my son, totally welcome. Manuel gave him the opportunity to play, gave me the opportunity to play. Everybody's nice, so it's a very inclusive thing for the community, and I just think it's important. Soccer creates a lot of good energy, and especially if we can get a pro team going. I want my son to be around good people that he can look up to. He can learn how to work hard and play the game and create a good role model for him in soccer. So
sure. Manuel, when this idea came to you in 2018, did you ever think that you'd be on the verge of your team joining the UPSL?
I always knew that there was something more that we could do. One thing about this country that everybody loves is the opportunity to make it happen. If you work hard and you make the right connection, you can do it. And I always believe that it was a matter of A, getting the right information, B, make the right connection, and C, go for it. UPSL is not a professional league. It's still a Division II, semi-pro, but that's where a lot of teams starts. And we believe that with the right effort and right connection and hard work, we will be professional club in Maine and maybe be one of the best clubs in Maine.
Right. Have either of you had the opportunity to see the Hearts of Pine play in Lewiston when they had a couple of games here?
Yeah, I was there. I was on the first game.
How was it?
It was inspirational because I did try out with them, but I wasn't selected. But I'm happy for everybody that is playing. Every time I see Hearts of Pine, it's so inspirational because we used to play with them. We used to play with the president. We used to play with the rest of the guys. And see them that they're now a professional club is so inspirational and really give us a boost to continue and believe in ourselves. So, and we are preparing also to go watch maybe in the next couple of months. Once we have everything together, we might go there and watch their games. Everybody with the Maine Legend uniform
Yeah.
to give that support, and let them know that they're not alone. One of the ideas also that is coming to my mind these days is to reach out to them and see if eventually in the future we think about like a main cup where even if they don't play with their main players, they can use their other players to play on the main cup where we can Maine Legend, Wahada, and the other team that already played in the UPSL. Do something for Maine, and this is something I've been thinking of. But maybe one day I will reach out to them and talk about it.
Yeah. Kyle, did you get an opportunity to see?
Oh yeah, we went to the games. It was amazing. The energy was fantastic. It was just so. It was just great. We've been to the games in Portland and in Lewiston, and yeah, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm curious too, like the role of the UPSL. Is that like a feeder system for teams like the Hearts of Pine?
Heart of Pine, they playing USL too. I believe they're like 2 steps ahead of UPSL.
Okay.
But UPSL is getting there. It's getting there. They're moving, toward the top. But they are still semi-professional division. The Division 1, but semi-professional. And Heart of Pine, they play Division 1 professional. Yeah. One thing about I've been doing some research. One thing about the American system when it comes to sport is that you don't qualify to be a professional just like in the rest of the world. Here is different. You just have to have funding. You just have to have partner. You just have to have technically money to be able to play. If tomorrow or today, somebody call us and say, I have $20 million to put in Maine Legend. Tomorrow we're going to be a pro team.
Just no like doubt that. About it, right?
Just like that.
Yes.
To join USL, you just have to have the league that Heart of Pine play. You just have to have $10 million.
Right.
If you have $10 million, you can join the USL and become a professional club, just like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, from my understanding, for UPSL, it was designed to create like a regional opportunity, so people weren't having to travel so far. You're not going down to Florida like Hearts of Pine. It makes it a little bit more affordable.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it's designed to create, to give a lot of more opportunity to a lot more players.
Yeah.
I think on the younger side, 10 or I don't know.
Yeah.
And so that they can have a place and potentially move up into the system, because it's like a pyramid with MLS at the top.
Yeah.
Right. If you would like to donate to this cause, you can go to mainelegendsfc.org. Is there any other way folks can donate?
The GoFundMe page.
GoFundMe.
We created a GoFundMe page.
Gotcha.
It's also in the name of Maine Legend.
Are you looking for help? Do you need volunteers?
No, we are looking for any kind of support.
Okay.
Staff, finances, because it takes a lot to manage a club.
Yeah.
Especially working with kids. So it will require a lot of, staff to successfully manage the league. And we looking for all of these supports.
Yeah. So even if folks can't donate financially, if they don't have those resources, they can still reach out and be part of this somehow.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Is there anything else about Maine Legends FC that either of you would like our listeners to know?
Yes, we would like to share that Maine Legend is officially one of the representative of the Major League Soccer in Maine. So if everything goes well, we might be the first team in Maine to play Major League Soccer, which is the MLS. The partnership that we have with them right now is through a youth league called MLS Go. MLS Go is the MLS league for children's. They're giving this opportunity for states where they don't have a professional players to build up. With MLS Go, they give all the resources and the system so that young children can start believing in their potential and eventually willing to play for the MLS. They provide the uniforms, they provide everything, so the whole system. And we were lucky, I guess, to have this contract, and we're technically representing the MLS in Maine. So for those that want to register their kiddos, they can go to the actual MLS website and look for MLS Go. Once they go to the MLS Go website, it will be an option that says find your league. There, once you click there, just put the either Lewiston zip code or Auburn zip code. Then you're gonna find a league called 207 Legends, which is Maine Legends League. So we are on their website, and from there people can register and start coming playing with the childrens. Which we're doing right now is in Bartlett Street, 280 Bartlett Street. There is a small soccer field there.
Yep.
This is where we've been training with the kids. Right now, because the kids are on school vacation, we train Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Kyle, anything to add?
No, I'm just excited to be part of this and excited to help this vision.
This year marks 10 years of the Great Falls Brew Fest, and we're celebrating in a big way. Join us on June 21st at Samard Payne Memorial Park in Lewiston for live music all day. Over 40 craft breweries, local food trucks, lawn games, and an exclusive art vendor. It's the summer event you don't want to miss, but tickets are going fast. Get yours now at baxterbrewing.com. Great Falls Brew Fest, a decade of craft, community, and celebration. We do like to close the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions, where I will ask you guys questions that have nothing to do with soccer.
Okay.
Good with that? We just want to get to know you a little bit more as members of the community.
Awesome.
And we'll start with Kyle on this one. Kyle, what's your favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
Usually watching a TV show with my wife.
Any particular show?
No, like whatever she's watching, I'm unwinding, like just relaxing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough, Manuel.
I'll say listen to music, just relax, enjoy good music, especially Afro House style.
All right.
Yeah.
Manuel, we'll start with you on this one. If you could attend any sporting event in history and have the best seats in the house,
definitely FIFA World Cup and closer to the president. Yeah.
You want to be right there rubbing elbows, right?
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, we want to see Maine Legend in the new FIFA World Cup.
He never stops.
Right. So where to go? It's all about connection.
That's right. That's why you're in the position you are today. I love it. Kyle, same question.
I would love to go to the World Cup. I wouldn't mind being in like a nice box seat, close to some famous people too. But I would. That's my dream is to end up going to a World Cup, maybe in a different country and travel there. Yeah.
Any particular country that you'd like to visit?
Well, my wife loves the Dutch team, so like if they ever host it, we definitely get to go,
right?
Like, 'cause it's her thing, so
right. Yeah. Right. And Manuel, I didn't ask you about a particular country for the World Cup.
I would like to visit Germany. Yeah, I will. 2006, I didn't have opportunity to go, but if they somehow end up hosting a World Cup again, I would like to go watch there.
All right, final question, and we'll start with Kyle on this one. Kyle, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One meal the rest of my life.
Yep.
And not get like super fat, like nothing, like I don't know, like it's super. I don't have to worry about health.
No guarantees.
Well, I don't know. I never get sick of pizza. So
same.
Never get
Any toppings?
I like a Supreme.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you might end up gaining a few.
I might.
Gaining a few inches around the waistline. Manuel.
My favorite is always fufu and peanut butter chicken. Yeah,
that sounds good.
Fufu is this like traditional food in Africa for most of the countries. It's made with cassava. You know cassava?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made with cassava powder, and you cook with the hot water, boiler water, and then you eat it with different soup. I love peanut butter chicken.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I could eat it like every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you make it yourself?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, this has been super fun and educational and inspirational. Manuel and Kyle, I want to thank you so much for your time today, and best of luck with your fundraising. And we hope one day to see the Maine Legends FC playing semi-pro soccer.
Thank you.
You're going to play right here in Lewiston, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. If you would like to support their mission, go online to mainelegendsfc.org. We want to thank our sponsors for today, Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and United Piping. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com. Thanks for listening and have a great weekend.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat. And I will say I have bitten my